Hello, Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays ArchieLuxury. That's right, fuckers. Paul Pluta. Paul Pluta. Remember, this is my the Paul Pluta channel, my more serious side, and I try and give quality paid reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. Tell your fuckhead friends about my channel. Remember, paid reviews are $20 US. I don't do shit for free. And I've also got fridge space for hire. You can hire a little spot here. You can also sponsor me on Patreon. You pay a little bit each month to keep me full time. Because fuckers, without you, I'd have to get a job. Okay, here we go. This is a paid review for Mark. Hi Archie. First of all, really love your videos. Keep uploading. I have been following your channel for a few years and I simply love it. Here are the current watches I have. Number 1, a Rolex Milgauss GV and a Submariner Hulk. What do you think about those two pieces from a collection standpoint and an investment standpoint? Do you think these two watches will hold their value over the years or even appreciate? Which Rolex would you add next? I'm already on a list for the new Daytona and for a Batman. Do you think the new Daytona is worth the extra over a GMT Batman? I've attached photos. Thanks and look forward to a video. Keep uploading, Mark. Okay, Mark, thank you so much. And by the way, you've also asked me to keep your last name private because of the ArchieLuxury cunters and trolls. Okay, so Mark, let's talk about this. What do I think of your two watches? A Milgauss GV and a Submariner Hulk. Fucking sexy. You got two really cool sports watches. And I always say, Steel Sports Rolex. You want to buy a safe investment? Steel Sports Rolex. Steel Sports Rolex. Steel Sports Rolex. Steel Sports Rolex. Okay, you can't get better than that. What do I think about those two pieces as a collection standpoint? Fucking amazing. You got the ultimate dive watch, the Submariner. You got the Hulk. That's a great version. Dive watch is probably the most famous. The Submariner is one of the most famous Rolex sports watches of all time. Wanted the world over. Fucking amazing piece. Very cool piece. And it's so useful. You can take the bitch in the pool. You can just wear it in the boardroom. You can wear it in a bordello. It's so handy with that rotating bezel there. I'm wearing a Speedmaster, man on the fucking moon. It's such an easy piece to use. I love it. I absolutely love it. What do I think of the Milgauss? Ooh, I love the Milgauss. You know, no Cyclops, no date. It's just clean dial. See, I had an Explorer 1 years ago. Love the clean dial. Clean dial. And I think those two pieces, sports steel Rolex, can you get better than that? Perfect. What do I think of them as an investment? Well, as an investment, let's talk about that. I assume you possibly bought them new or used. If they were used, they'd probably only be a couple years old. Not a huge saving off retail. You're not going to save a lot. Those two sports watches are fucking hot sellers. They're hot watches. I think as far as an investment point of view, you've got to look at it this way. Do you mean, if you had $20,000, $20,000, and you said to me, what watches, what sports Rolexes would I put that into to do well over time? And you'd have to say, look, some of the plastic pieces, the plastic Saab 1680, Explorer 1, Explorer 2, GMT plastic, the 1675s, they're probably a little bit too high. So what's bang per buck? You want something for investment point of view, you want to buy low, sell high. I would have to say the best investment pieces at the moment, in my opinion, would be Sapphire pre-ceramic, because they're not making those anymore. You buy those, you want probably the last of the last, minty condition. Those are probably, I would put a guess, that would be your better investment. It's like with Porsche. Okay, so I don't know if you're a bit of a car person, but I'll tell you this story. Porsche, in the 90s, they changed over to water-cooled engines. Okay, due to emissions and shit like that. But the Porsche was famous for air-cooled. So the last air-cooled Porsches, they gone through the fucking roof. They're highly collectible. Now, I think pre-ceramic is going to go the same way. Okay, a lot of pre-ceramic were made. You know, it's with the aluminum bezel. The aluminum bezel. A lot of them were made. A lot of them were collected. Yeah, probably too many to be super valuable. But I think that's probably a safer, if you want to talk about investment return, that's what I'd be buying. However, irrespective of that, your two pieces, how will they go over the years? Well, you're not going to lose any money, okay? All I'm saying is you would have been better off to put it into pre-ceramic stock, and it would, I think, may have made more money. But the pieces you've got, a Milgauss and a Hulk, can't get sounder investment. I mean, what you've got to realize is it's not about the appreciation. They're going to hold their own. They'll go up with every price increase. It's the dividend check is the enjoyment you get every year from owning these fucking things. So, you tell me, what's a lifetime with those two watches worth? It's fucking cool. It's cool shit. It is cool shit. So, that's the most important thing. I think they will appreciate. Of course they will. I mean, if you bought them new, you buy anything new and you start wearing it, well, they're not mint new pieces. I mean, if you bought them new, if you did this as an investment, you put the fuckers in the safe and don't touch them. But you bought them and you start wearing them so that the condition goes down, and then you have price increases as time goes on, and provided the condition stays good, they'll start to go up. So they are a good investment. Which Rolex would you add next? Well, it depends what you want to do. If I was you, I would keep those two, the Milgauss and the Hulk. They're two cool pieces. I'd possibly add some pre-ceramic. I'd add an Explorer 2. You know, they went to the 42 mil. I'd add Explorer 2 40 mil. You want a no-holes case, the last of them. No-holes case, solid end-link with the super lume sort of dial. I think a Sea Dweller pre-ceramic would be a great thing to add. I would tend to add those sort of pieces. Anything pre-ceramic, but it depends what gives you enjoyment. If you like owning the latest model pieces, don't do that. What makes you happy? So in your case there, you want to add a Daytona and a Batman. Man, a Batman would fit beautifully in this collection. A Batman really would. Because they're all kind of modern, current model. Batman is a cool watch. I can't see you losing much. I can't see you making a lot either. Like, you buy a Batman, it's going to hold its own. You're not going to, I don't think you're going to see huge increases, but it'll hold its own. If you had a choice of the new Daytona, you're talking about the ceramic Daytona or Batman, look, they're both cool. Both cool watches. Why don't you add both? Don't be stingy. Add both. Okay, that's super cool. Have a nice modern Rolex collection. Man, this is, it's better than buying a fucking BMW and having depreciation. This is a fucking, these things hold their own. So I really think myself, Steel Sports Rolex, has that ever been bad? Steel Sports Rolex. Has that ever been a bad decision? That is a very clever decision. So, yeah, that's my thinking on it. Steel Sports Rolex, pretty cool. Can't go wrong with Steel Sports Rolex. So, that's my advice. You got to do what makes you happy, man. At the end of the day, the most important thing is your happiness. What makes you happy? It's not about buying what, you know, what could go up in value. Who fucking knows? Who fucking cares? What makes you happy? That's the most important things in life? What makes you happy? And that's all that matters. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Nice one, Archie. Great vid!
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.